Hey guys, Ken May with infosec.org and SwiftChip. I'm talking to you today about a new threat that's out there, just announced this week, that's been seen quite a bit in the wild. It's called roaming Mantis. What sets this one apart is it's really tricky in how it actually affects different kinds of devices. So what it is it affects routers that have been compromised already. So your home router, your TrendNet, your Netgear stuff, it gets in there and it finds routers that have been not updated recently. They've got old firmware, they've got vulnerabilities, they've still got the default usernames and passwords. Once it gets inside there, the router is completely compromised and it sets up DNS hijacking. So with DNS hijacking, you have to type in a website to, say, google.com on something, and instead of going to the real google.com, it takes you to a different malicious website. So in this case, it can take you to a bunch of different malicious websites depending on what they want to do. So what's pretty interesting with this one in particular is it's intelligent enough that it can tell what kind of device is requesting DNS information. So if it's an Android device, like a tablet or an Android phone, what it'll do is it'll take you to a fake website that will prompt you to download an update for your Chrome browser or your Facebook app on your Android device. It'll come up with chrome.apk or facebook.apk and a few other ones. And the entire goal with these is to just get your login credentials for Facebook or for Gmail. But the tricky thing is that it's actually putting it into this fake third-party app. Now, what's really nasty is that apparently this can even bypass multi-factor authentication because it's already on your phone. You've already given it permissions to access things on the system, that it can actually pull that information directly from the text messages that Google's using or Facebook's using to try to authenticate you there. And you've just given your credentials over to some third party and approved it with multi-factor authentication. So that sucks. If it's an iPhone, there's not a lot that can be done in terms of compromising the device itself. So instead it switches to doing a different type of DNS hijacking with just a general sort of phishing attempt. It'll take you to a fake Google or Facebook or other type of website, and you go to log in and it doesn't work, and so you keep trying to log in and you're just giving them your credentials. Lastly, if it's a PC, oftentimes it'll do, besides the above, it'll kick off a CoinHive crypto mining script. So your computer is silently mining cryptocurrency in the background. So obviously that's nasty. Your machine starts running at full tilt. It's not doing anything but generating money for the bad guys. How do you defend against it? Like I mentioned before, keep your routers fully up to date. Set them to auto update if possible. Try not to use the off-the-shelf stuff from places like Best Buy. Try to get more business-grade stuff instead of the home stuff. It's usually a little pricier, but it's worth it because they're a lot more secure. And definitely make sure and change your default credentials on your routers, folks. That's it in a nutshell. Feel free to like and subscribe and comment, and I'll have more for you coming up soon.